Hi, folks. This is Alan Tyson, along with my favorite sidekick, Jenna Babe, the sweet babe. Well, wheat doggy. Back to tractor off my head, mama, I can't breathe. I've been to Spain, Maine, Spokane, Baghdad, Trinidad, and I even drank a little old granddad. But witnessing what occurred last Saturday night into the wee hours of Sunday morning at Evans Family Field was nothing short of a miracle. This was a game where it was all Marshall with the score 23-3 until the 10:20 mark of the fourth quarter, and then it happened. The power of Paulson reared its beautiful head, setting off a series of events that led to the greatest comeback by our Bluebirds of Prey since Tracy Ham to Frankie Johnson to win the 1985 National Championship game. It all started innocently with a weird intentional grounding call on the Thundering Herd's QB2 in his own end zone, making the score 23-5. That was followed by an injury to our sophomore quarterback on our ensuing drive after a great fourth down scramble for a first down. Then in comes our redshirt senior transfer from Indiana, who completes 3 straight passes, taking us down to the 1. Then he scores his first touchdown since 2022 on an RPO. The 2-point conversion failed, and the score at the 6-minute 30-second mark goes to 23-11. After exchanging punts, Marshall gets the ball at their own 45 with 4 minutes 18 seconds left to play. On their second play from scrimmage, they lay it on the ground. And to make a long story shorter, our redshirt junior cornerback covers it at our own 49-yard line. 6 plays later, you can put an Eagle 6 on it, and we've cut the deficit from 20 when this all started down to 5. After a failed onside kick attempt, the comeback seems to have ended as the Heifers from Huntington take over at our 26 with only 2:14 left in the game. But not so fast, my friends. After a 16-yard scamper by their quarterback that would pretty much have sealed our fate was called back for holding, we recovered another Herd fumble at our 34. On a sack on second down left us with 3rd and 17 with only 1 minute 25 seconds left on the clock. Then, suddenly, our QB2 turned into the second coming of Johnny Unitas, threading the needle on a 19-yard pass completion for a first down to our wide receiver transfer from Oklahoma. He followed that up with an unbelievable touchdown throw to my buddy and probably the best possession receiver in Georgia Southern history, old number 2, giving us our first lead all day at 24-23. With 1 minute left, this appeared to be set up for us to come all the way back only to lose on a last-second field goal. But there was magic in the air on this night, and an awesome interception by our junior cornerback at the 26-second mark sealed the deal for our men in blue. I tell you the truth, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Way to refuse to lose, Big Blue.
Hey y'all, it's Jenna here to take a quick break and tell you about our amazing podcast sponsor, you guessed it, Sully Steamers of Statesboro. Though our family is partial, there is no denying that the crowd has gone wild for Sully's ooey gooey steamed bagel sandwiches. Have you made stopping by Sully's a game day tradition yet? Well, whether you're a fan of some pregame steaming or your strategy is to take it with you to the tailgate, might we suggest this week's Steamer Spotlight, the Blondie. Ugh, this one is so good. Okay, so on this steamer, which, by the way, is the favorite of junior boy Frank Hooks, you'll find veggie cream cheese, turkey, provolone, sprouts, and honey mustard. It's served hot and steamy, of course, on your choice of fresh, delicious bagel. We can't wait for you to get after that Blondie before heading out to the prettiest little stadium in America. Go visit the Sully's team in-store located at 1098 Bermuda Run Road in the Market District. You can order online or go through the Sully's app for pickup or delivery, or better yet, instantly make everyone your biggest fan by having Sully's cater your tailgate, parties, or events this season and all year long. Go Sully's, go Eagles, and now back to AT.
As for today, it's homecoming at the greatest university in America, and James Madison has come to the borough hoping to rain on our parade. This will be the 11th meeting between the two schools, with our Birds holding an 8-2 advantage in the series. We are 25-5 all time against teams from the state of Virginia. The Dukes, who haven't lost more than 3 games in a season since the end of 2018, are 5-1 in 2024. But these rulers from Rocktown have been a little like Jekyll and Hyde in their first 6 games. After managing only a touchdown and 2 field goals against Gardner-Webb, they hung 70 on North Carolina and 63 on Ball State before losing to ULM in Monroe 21-19. Then last week, they pounded Coastal Carolina 39-7 at home. I mean, go figure. Statistically, these princelings from the mother of presidents are pretty doggone impressive. They have outscored their opponents 234-98 on the season. They are averaging 5.1 yards per carry on the ground while holding their opponents to 3.5 per tote. Other teams are completing only 53% of their passes, and the Barons from Hburg have intercepted 12 passes in 6 games. Combine those picks with 5 fumble recoveries, and the Squires from the Shenandoah Valley lead the nation in turnover margin. On the surface, they appear to be a little weak in the passing game with a 58% completion rate. But the fact is they are very efficient, with 1 out of every 7 pass completions reaching pay dirt, 15 touchdowns, and 103 completions. Let's face it, these old boys are doggone good. But I got some bad news for these aristocrats from Rockingham County. Our Birds are still higher than a Georgia pine after last week's comeback victory. Not only that, with all sorts of reunions, parades, parties, we got a lot going on. And frankly, our men in blue don't take too kindly to someone coming into our house and trying to crash our celebration. Now listen, y'all want to drink some of our sweet tea? Help yourself. Try some of our barbecue? Sure, why not? Eat a little pecan pie while you're here? You sure welcome to do it. But win the game? Ain't gonna happen. Not today. Cold cock this crowd of counts from the Commonwealth, Eagles.